Kung Fu. Basketball. God. Kung Fu Guanlan was released in 2008. It's better known here by its Western name, Kung Fu Dunk. So you know the second I laid my eyes on this movie, I was going to watch it. So is it two great tastes that taste great together? This is Kung Fu Dunk. The movie opens with a very cliche abandoned baby found by a wandering man. The man brings the baby to a local temple where he's given to a monk. The monk is also given a booklet called Altering Universe. Here we get a glimpse at some of the humor in the movie. So, did you laugh? Well, get used to that. The humor in this movie is about 50-50 for me. There are moments that make me laugh out loud, and then there are moments like these that are just so over the top and cheesy. In fact, I find a lot of Chinese language films I watch are about 50-50, and it just goes to show how difficult it is to convey humor across culture. You can't judge a culture's humor because it doesn't play for you. The monk attempts to try the altering universe technique, which he explains affects the very particles of the universe. But it goes wrong and he ends up freezing himself to death. Whoops. Then we fast forward many years. It's here that the movie actually starts. We're introduced to a grown Ji played by Jay Chou. We learn that Chou is a creepy stalker who nearly drove a woman to death, which is endearing, I guess? We also learn he grew up in a martial arts dojo. He's the punching bag for the headmaster of the dojo, and it seems he's looked down upon. We are then introduced to his four masters, and they might look familiar to you. Master Ni is played by Ni Yan. Master Wu is played by Man Ta-ng. Master Fei is played by Ka Yan Lung, who you might recognize from Ip Man 3, and Master Huang is played by Bo Huang, who you will definitely see in future reviews. It seems the four masters are the only friends that Chou has, and he's exiled for the night because he hurt the handmaster's hand. While moping in the park, Chou runs into Uncle Lee, played by legend Eric Sang. Sang notices Chow's inability to miss and challenges him to a contest. Chou wins, and Sang takes him to a dinner as a reward. Sang hatches a plan to go to a club and hustle the darts players using Chow's skills, but is soon discovered by Brother Hu, a local mob boss. The mobsters try to jump Sang and Chou and, well, just watch. This fight scene is actually pretty awesome, and Chou displays great physicality. His little gestures really get across the character very well. Chou is also quite a capable fighter. Chou kicks everyone's ass, but all is not well, as the dojo is being intimidated by the crime boss that Brother Hu answers to. The headmaster bites, and we get a pretty great scene. Chou is pulled out and beaten savagely by the mob, and then expelled, and I have a major problem with this scene. It's played very dramatically and sadly, but why do we care? We've barely seen anything about the dojo. It's played like a tragic event, but we as the audience haven't seen Chou connect to the place enough to warrant such a reaction. In fact, for all we know, it really sucks for him there. Maybe it's all he's known, and maybe the masters care for him, but I was actually pretty happy for him. On his way out, he should have been like... So Chou meets up with Sang, who has an idea to exploit Chow's kung fu talents for sport. But Chou says he can't play soccer, wink wink wink, we'll talk about that later. Instead, they're going to play basketball. Why basketball? Well, earlier in the movie we learn... Oh, okay, so I guess because it's the title of the movie, that's why. Sang says he can use his orphan status to build publicity, make it seem like he's trying to get famous to find his parents. Everything seems to be going well until the obligatory love interest says Chou must be approved by the team captain, played by Bolin Chen. Chen is by all accounts a good actor, but in this movie, he's playing your local improv group's version of a drunk. So Chen and Chou square off, and we finally get to see some basketball. Hello? Hey, Doc. Yeah. Yeah, it's me. I just needed someone to talk to. I've got that sinking feeling again, you know. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to create anything of value. Won't have anything great in my life. Yeah. Yeah, I've been watching Kung Fu Dunk again. Yeah, I just saw the basketball scenes. What's that? This isn't going to help? You're just a figment of my imagination? The phone's not even plugged in? This is a stupid joke that's gone on way too long already. Okay. Thanks for listening. The basketball is the greatest thing ever in the history of ever. It's so bombastically ridiculous and over the top. Chou's thing is that he never misses, but if these guys could run and jump like that, I don't think shooting's going to be an issue. This is straight up a video game.
Kaboom! Rejected! Boom shakalaka!
The team is doing well and is set to play in the finals of a competition they were in, I guess. At a bar, we're introduced to the rival team captain, and let's go ahead and check off all the cliches. Tries to woo Chou to their team, taunts Chen, and we get a flashback about their previous history. Turns out he's in league with the mob. Congratulations, you win! So we make it to the final game, and what the? Okay, I guess the rival team had to come straight over after shooting Mortal Kombat. The game starts, and oh, just cue the music. The rival team cheats. The referee is crooked. Chou's teammates need to be replaced. There's a Deus Ex Machina. Congratulations, you win! The game is rescheduled, which leads us to the depressing, down on their luck montage, which, hey, wait a goddamn minute. What's with this gravesite? Who is this? Some random teammate who has little screen time gets a depressing montage segment to a girl we've never heard about? Why? And then we see that Chou's love interest is in love with this guy, who turns her down, and that's how Chou gets in. And then we get an entire romantic flashback? Okay, wow. Movie. You can't just throw stuff like this at us. You have to, establish it beforehand. The basketball connection was tenuous at best, but this is just ridiculous and lazy. So the game approaches, but the university players are still injured when Chou's masters show up. The match then just becomes a fight. Like, it's just a straight up fight. If David Stern was commissioner for this, I'm like 95% sure that each one of those players would have mysteriously decided to move to another country. The masters are thrown out because, well, duh. But before leaving, they give Chou a letter from his parents, which again, we never really see Chou caring about. It seems like he's just going along with Sang's plans because he wants to, not to actually find his parents. But this helps fuel Chou. Also, the university players are back because the masters healed them, so that's fun and convenient. The university team is locked in and ready to play, and that's the best part of the whole movie. The game comes down to a final play, and of course they're going to try to get Chou, who never misses an open shot. I mean, guard the inbounder just in case, but we all know where the ball's going. He shoots the ball true, and of course, the referee goaltends it. I have to admit, I laughed out loud at this reveal. It was funny and completely unexpected. The ref calls the game, and the crowd is cheering? Even though there's tampering? Wait, so is everyone in the crowd not associated with the university, actually with the mob? Whatever. Anyway, the university loses, but Chou begins to perform Altering Universe. You remember that, right? Do you also remember that it killed Chou's first master? And now he's going to try it? For a damn basketball game? Thankfully it works, and Chou's become the single most powerful man on Earth. He uses that power to rewind time to win a basketball game. Again, it just makes sense. So the play is rerun, but this time Chou throws an alley-oop to Chen instead of shooting. Chen scores, the university wins, good times all around. Chou thinks he's going to meet his parents, but they're actually here to see someone else. Wait, this guy again? Why is he getting so much shine? We see Sang and Chou in a park where Sang admits to forging the letter to get Chou to play better. Chou's mad for like a second, but then he just accepts it. See, this is what I'm talking about. His is a character who is not going to get worked up caring about his parents, or getting expelled, or any of that. But a car pulls up when someone calls to him. It turns out that Chou's father is mega rich, wants to reconnect with his son whom he had to abandon when he was poor at the time, and blah blah blah. He wants to give Chou his inheritance. Chou is sad to leave Sang, and eventually he returns because he likes Sang, and they become good friends. Honestly, when he returned, it got to me, because this is the best, most developed relationship in the movie. They begin to hatch a new scheme, and the movie ends. It was goofy, ham-fisted, poorly connected, poorly established, corny, and it's one of my favorite movies to watch. I can't help it, this movie's just entertaining. The good parts are good, and the bad parts are so bad they're good. The over-the-top goofiness is an asset to this movie. It makes it feel like a cartoon. It reminds me a lot of Shaolin Soccer, and that's no accident, as the action director for this film was the action director for Shaolin Soccer as well, hence the reference earlier in the movie. While it's by no means perfect or even a good script, the on-the-screen product is all kinds of fun. The action is fun, the premise is silly in the best way, and the movie is carried well by the acting of Sang and Chou. That got me wondering, why isn't Chou a global acting star? Don't get me wrong, he is a mega-star musician and actor in Asia, but I feel he could be a global one. Everything I've seen him in, he's been entertaining and charismatic. He's great in this. He's great in Rooftops. He was the best part of Green Hornet, which, I mean, it's not saying a lot, but he still was good in the movie. It's interesting to me that he hasn't been given a shot to be in more Hollywood films, especially with Hollywood trying to appeal to the Asian markets more. Now is as good an opportunity for Asian actors to break into Hollywood, but Chou has only been in one minor role since Hornet. I asked around those who would know to see if maybe he's making the decision not to come over himself, and I was told he's happily living a family life right now. He is someone who has a lot of his own productions too, so it's possible he doesn't want to expand to the Western film world. But if I were a producer, I'd be calling him. Without a doubt, he is capable of being in a lead role in a major Hollywood film. Maybe someday we'll see more of him, or maybe we'll just have to continue to find his projects with subtitles. Either way, Chou is someone whose movies I really enjoy, and Kung Fu Dunk is no exception. Thank you for joining me, and remember, if you can't say anything nice,